The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Up the middle with Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 57 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. to throw. Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready. Loose.
They'll throw now on the final play. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, right?
In motion comes the tight end left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Gano out to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Drill green. White.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they run. It's Walker on the move past the 40. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They run again with Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Black shot.
He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Red.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. Touchdown, New York. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
It's the 4th quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the 4th quarter. They just found theirs.
And so much for the offense coming out, trying to mount that go-ahead drive. They get it right there on the punt return.
And a punt return play can change the momentum so many different ways and maybe put a team in command.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker with another carry. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Jones just going to back this forward on the jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hey, check mega. Striker, 3-3.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Walker once more. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Let's go.
try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They find some, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 5. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Red. Hey, cross field.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. Right. Hey, computer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Now, partner, in your day, you've seen a lot of option football. Did you ever expect to see this much in the NFL?
No, I saw it a lot at the college level when I saw it. They like to run it specifically around the goal line. Can be a good spot for it.
And defensive coaches hate seeing it because there's so many assignments that go into stopping it. They did on that play. They tried to keep it and pitch it out to the back trailing, and they stacked it up.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Now, the Giants season will continue at least another